Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Mountaineers offense will get first crack at it today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very...
It's a running room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Troy Trojans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Makes the catch down the right side. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Carney. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Punts it out of the air. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Trojans are marching down the field.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed over the middle, it's Howard. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
Like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Let's talk about App State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere.
Reels it in down the left side. Off and running. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, App State. Yeah, extra point here would tie the game.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Carney. Finds his tight end. And the 45 on its way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. A designed run from the quarterback. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to them.
He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
If feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal baller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Carney. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Big fella moving. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Working that left side now. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Troy. They the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Maybe a double pass. Bring in the heat. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today.
And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly to the tight end. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the right. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Carney. Now improvising. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Becker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Trying play action. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grabs it in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the court.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dances away. Stumbled to the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Carney. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it set up on the outside. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Carney. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Hauls it in down the sideline. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're saying.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Carney. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Buying some time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's the pressure. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. Just complete and utter